Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Farrah, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you just a wonderful book that I read recently. Now, I don't usually do single book reviews on my channel. I don't have time to review each and every book I read specifically or in depth, but this book really just moved me so much that I really wanted to make a dedicated video to share how much I enjoyed it. And the month of May also is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I definitely feel like this is appropriate as a great book to talk about during this month. So the book I'm talking about is called The Comfort Book by Matt Haig. And this is a nonfiction book. Matt Haig is an author that I just started reading. I read The Midnight Library a little while ago, which I enjoyed, but I saw this in the library and I didn't realize he had written a nonfiction book about mental health in some ways. So what The Comfort Book is it's a compilation of different very, very short clips and like little essays about what he sort of learned through his personal experience of going through very deep depression and anxiety. So I guess when he was much younger, he really, really struggled with his mental health. And I think he said maybe he was in his 20s. He gets into it in the book, but he really struggled for several years with like intense and debilitating suicidal depression. And for anybody that's had anxiety, we know how horrible that feels, and depression, and how that can really just ruin your life, as you're going through it. It's broken down into different sections. And in the beginning, he is focusing a lot about what it sort of feels like to have that depression and kind of normalizing it and being like, yeah, people go through this. They may seem fine on the outside, but this is what it feels like on the inside. And I'm not a person that's personally experienced a lot of severe depressive feelings, but I have gone through a period in my life of very difficult anxiety with panic attacks. So when he got more to the anxiety part, I really felt that a lot of what he was saying. So what I loved about the book is that as we go further along within the book, you start to get more inspiring and more hopeful sort of messages from him and just little tidbits of information. I mean, the hope is definitely scattered all throughout the book, but as I felt towards the end, it really picks up, and just some of the things he said resonated so deeply within me, and I was so moved by it. And you could really get a sense of his really beautiful intention to want to help people. And it's so impressive because as somebody that really, really struggled, I mean, you really can feel sort of how he must have felt during these times. But the fact that he got through it and he really had these beautiful messages to share with people on how it's okay, and these little tiny things that you can sort of reteach your brain to think, and a different sort of wider perspective on life and the bigger picture. Because sometimes I think when you do get into these darker spaces, it's like you're looking at life through binoculars where you're only seeing what's in front of you. But as you can sort of dig your way out step by step, go through the emotional ladder of depression, and then maybe move up to sadness, and then get to a place of boredom or sort of that empty void feeling, and then get up to like curiosity and, ultimately getting to a place of peace, joy, eagerness. It's kind of like this emotional ladder that you go up. And I really think that he had such beautiful and amazing little writing pieces in here. And I just want to share a couple with you that I really, really, impressed by and moved by. So this one is called Beware Because. And it says, your value never needs to be justified. You aren't valuable because you work hard or earn a lot or can jump high or have a six-pack or you built a business or you are kind or look good in selfies or present a TV show or can sit at the piano and play Farrah off by heart. Your value has no because. You are the right quantity. You are a full cup. You are worth yourself, and that is always enough. So that one I really enjoyed. But there's one more that I wanted to share, and this is called Power. And it says, the most powerful moment in life is when you decide not to be scared anymore. Yes. I can't recommend this book enough. It was just beautiful. I mean, there's quotes. There's a local quote right in the beginning from Letters to a Young Poet. I loved it. It makes me want to read every book by him now. I'm a huge fan now. And I'm going to be giving this book to both my kids when they get a little older. And, you know, the one point I do want to make, though, is I know that if you are someone that's experiencing really difficult depression, like really, really difficult, debilitating depression, it's not like you're going to read this book and be like, oh, I feel so much better. Because obviously that emotional scale I talked about earlier, you know, it's going to be annoying to read about hope and to read about, you know, some of his thoughts. It's not going to match up with sort of where you are. But if you're at a point where you're in a good place and you do sometimes still have those doubts and you're comparing yourself with others. I mean, they always say comparison is the thief of joy or something like that. But this is just a great reminder that we're all enough. We're all such amazing people that we don't even realize it. We don't realize how valuable and worthy we are. And I just think this is a book that really reminds you of that. So I just wanted to make a special video for this. I absolutely loved it. And I hope if you're inspired that you will give this a try someday as well. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.